Hey folks, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We're here in the Elfsong Tavern at the end of a very long adventuring day in which many momentous and emotional events occurred. We started out exploring the lower city, counteracted a hit piece that had been placed on us in the propaganda wing of the Baldur's Mouth Gazette. We dealt with the Vampire Lord Cazador Sar, freeing our friend Astarion from his influence forever, as well as releasing thousands of vampire spawn into the Underdark. And then we made our way to Sorceress Sundry's, where we confronted the would-be kidnapping wizard, Loroakin, and delved through his tower, finding out information about both the necromancy of Thay and the Netherese crown artifact of Karsus. Gale confronted Mistra, Will confronted Mizora, and overall, it was a lot. It was a lot to pack into one day. We're ready for a long rest, but before we take that sleep, that long, restful sleep to get on to whatever our next day holds, we do have a few people to check in with. So, let's start by checking in with Scratch here. Actually, we can dismiss our conjured closet. We can check in with Scratch. I don't know, did we take a... I don't think we used a potion of animal speaking, so we won't actually be able to hear anything that they have to say. I suppose we could talk to the little girl, Yenna?
Like a good moment to talk.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some...
Okay, we've heard that before, so I'm not gonna sit through it again.
Deep and move.
Let's check in with some of our companions here. Alright, Jaheira, any thoughts?
I did not know Duke Ravengard that well, but I am sure he would not want his son to become slave to Zariel for his sake. I am sure Will knows that, but we would do well to remind him when his days grow dark.
Agreed. Yeah, I'm not sure that there was another way. I think we found the way, and then Mizora twisted it. But I am curious. You sound like you speak from experience.
No one truly understands the weight of loss until they've worn it a while. There is no shame in sharing the load when you need to.
Alright, while we have a moment, as the days kind of wound down a little bit, have you thought any more about how we might find Minsk?
I have. And while I do not love my conclusion, that does nothing to change it. The Harpers are the city's best information network. With them out of action, we shall have to fall back on second best. Nine Fingers Keen.
A name known and feared throughout the city's underworld. The mysterious Keen runs the guild, which in turn runs every criminal enterprise in the city.
I didn't think a Harper would be friends with a petty crime lord.
Friend is not the word I'd use. Nor is petty if you've a mind to keep your tongue. But both our operations step outside the law when needful. She just likes it better there. How hospitable she will be to a Harper that comes begging to her guild hall, we will find out. Perhaps I will let you do the talking.
Okay. There's Jaheira taken care of. Let's see what Shadowheart's thinking and feeling in this moment.
Will sacrificed his own father. I hope freedom from the pact is worth it to him.
Okay, nothing new there. He's probably in a bad place, a dark place, so let's see if we can offer Will some comfort and see what he has to say.
Gods, I spent 7 years choked by Mizora's leash. And I spent 7 years hoping to break free. I never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet.
You're your own man now, Will. It's better this way.
I have to believe that. I'm not the Hell's puppet in life, nor its warrior in death. The blade will be guiding his own hand. But freedom will be paid in my father's blood. Tomorrow, I celebrate my gain. Today, I mourn my loss.
A moment passes. In the stillness, you find a mote of tranquility.
The Raven Guard name now lives solely with me. I will make it count for something.
Yeah, this is something that I thought when we were advising him on what choice to make, and it was a bit interesting. We didn't have a way to let him decide on his own. He was always going to do what we told him to, which is a bit odd, but he's not dead yet. Maybe there's a way to save him.
I signed his life away before the Hell's witnesses. It would be easier to drink the sticks down to the last drop than to alter his fate. I'd be a fool to wish otherwise.
What's our next step, then?
We obtain the final 2 Netherstones and take back our minds. And the city. From the brain. Go on, then.
Do we have anything else we can talk about? No. Okay. All right. A good chat with Will. I still hope to save both his father and Karlach, if we can. But who knows what's possible in this game. I suppose we can check in with Mizora. I wonder if she's, like, irked that he made the choice he did. Maybe we can needle her a little bit.
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, well, so what are we trying to accomplish here with these, you know, these statements? We don't really want her around. Like, this, you need to start treating him with respect, is almost an invitation to hang around and be part of the group. I don't know that we feel all that great about her. It's like, all right, you did your act of cruelty. Can you please, like, piss off now? Can you leave? You forced him to make an impossible choice. You're not exactly welcome here.
Impossible? My bargain was uncommonly reasonable. A single soul for the return of Baldur's Gate's most beloved duke. A real bargain, I should think. I never thought the legendary Blade of Frontiers would surrender his father for freedom. Not very valorous, if you ask me. But what does a mean old devil like me know about heroes?
I don't get it. If Will isn't your warlock, why stick around and give him power?
The Absolutists worked a number on me at Moonrise. And you're the best hope I've got at payback. No one crosses the Hell's Children without getting scorched.
You never told me how the Absolutists captured you in the first place.
Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel. But those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead, after all.
Very funny. We did that as part of the condition that you placed on us breaking the pact. You've left Karlach alone. Didn't you want her dead? What changed there?
Oh, you are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead 3 in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind?
All right, so Zariel...
My mistress can be so capricious.
Zariel is allowing Karlach to operate on a long leash because she wants her to continue her work against the plot and the scheming of the Dead 3. All right. I'm not sure we should drive her out. She is the source of Will's power, and perhaps there's another play to be made in terms of his father. We don't know yet. He was alive as of like 10 minutes ago when he made his choice. So he should still be alive now. If we can get to him quickly, if we can find him, we may have a chance to save him, but she might have something to do with it. So I don't know if we want to drive her away. Let's choose option number 3 here. If you're going to be staying, I need something in return.
Why? I'm supplying Will with every scrap of his infernal power. I've paid my dues many times over. I tell you what. When the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand.
I think we can allow that. I think we know enough about her interests and motivations and Zariel's interests to think that she will probably actually do what she just said. Alright, that's enough speaking to Mizora. Who else have we got that we can chat with real quick? Well, Withers. Maybe he has something new to say? It's been a while since we talked to him. And why is there an opulent chest here? Oh my goodness. There's some goods. I should be maybe I should check out our digs here. Maybe there's some more cool stuff. Well, we'll certainly be taking all of this. Elixir of Viciousness to Astarion. Purple Worm Toxin as well. Oil of Combustion. Is this a... Yeah, this is a weapon coating. Oil-covered targets immolate upon taking fire damage. Alright, we'll give that to Astarion as well. We'll set this up for sale and take the gold. It's very nice. Now, Withers, anything new to say?
Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
No. Okay. So, last time we had any kind of discussion about Withers, I read something that made me think he may actually be Jurgle, the former god of death. And since we're confronting the 3 who took over his portfolio, perhaps he's ready to take his job back after we defeat them. Not sure. Let's check in with Karlach. How's she doing?
Soldier.
Nothing new there. All right. Gale?
Time and again, Will's plight reinforces my decision not to pursue the path of a warlock. It's one thing to make such a sacrifice in the pursuit of such a pact, but to do so in order to escape one. Truly, it leaves you with nothing.
Let me ask you a question. Why does Elminster have such faith in you?
I've often asked myself the same question, but never really found a satisfactory answer. He clearly sees something in me that I can't. The wisdom and intelligence required to overcome almost insurmountable odds, perhaps? Or the stupidity required to attempt it. I take it as a compliment either way. You don't get to be 13 centuries old without becoming a sound judge of character. And cheese, apparently.
Do you regret not using the orb when you had the chance?
I regret many things in my life. Choosing to be here, intact and unexploded, is not one of them. Though the orb still seems to offer our best hope of destroying the brain, I retain some hope that another, less costly solution can be found. For now, to have a few more days in your company, no. I wouldn't change a thing.
Oh, that's sweet. Let's leave and talk with Astarion here.
That's strange. Knowing I'll never hear Cazador's voice again. Knowing it'll never command me to bow against my will. I'm free from him. Forever.
And? How does it feel?
Invigorating. Terrifying. All of the above. I'm still trying to understand it, really. I came so close to losing everything back there. To losing myself. back at the ritual, all I could see was the power on offer and the safety it promised. I was so blinded by it. Just as Cazador was. But you saw something in me. Someone else I could be. Someone who could break the cycle of power and terror that started centuries ago. You saved me back there. I may not have appreciated it at the time, but I do now. Thank you.
Astarion, well done. I like the journey, the arc of his character's story. He starts off just this wounded animal, using all the cunning and canniness at his disposal to deceive and steal and take. Over the course of our adventure, he sort of resignedly goes along with our do-goodery, kind of making snarky comments along the way. And then in Cazador's palace, he's forced to confront who and what he really is and make a choice about what he wants to be moving forward. And as difficult and painful as it was, as much as he had to give up to do it, eventually, with a little nudge from us, he made the right choice. And now I think he's actually... I think there's... How do I put this? It's like the darkness that hangs over him beneath his cheery, charming exterior has lightened a shade. Even in the few words we've heard him speak, he does seem like there's that secret self-loathing, I think, that was at the kernel of him, and some of that knot has unraveled. And I really, really like that. You saved yourself. I just gave you a push.
You did more than that. You believed in me. Believed I was enough. Just the way I am. When I look at my future, anything and everything feels possible now. You saved me from myself and let me walk a new path where I can be free. Truly, honestly free. This is a gift, you know. Thank you. I won't forget it.
Nice. Very nice. Remember at the start of the game when he held a knife to our throat, and later when he tried to drink our blood while we were sleeping? I think Astarion's character arc is one of the best. I think he and Shadowheart are probably the best written characters. Gale's well done in terms of dialogue, but the story arc is like, okay, I fucked up, I've got a big problem, and I might have to sacrifice myself to find the solution, and like, he's not really shown the same personal growth. Karlach's story is pretty sweet as well. Bittersweet, I would say. You know, escapes from indentured servitude in the Hells, is desperate to stop Will from slaughtering her from a misunderstanding, trying to save herself from her infernal heart, and is just such a happy person. Just like when she gets the first engine upgrade and she can just touch somebody, just having human contact just makes her so happy, and she's relentlessly positive. I just really like her character as well. And then Will, I don't know, Will's okay. It's more about the mechanics of his story than his personal growth. Like, he's you know, he's a good-natured hero through and through and doesn't really grow or change. The only thing that happens is eventually we learn his secrets, right? So, yeah, Astarion and Shadowheart, really well written. Karlach, like a B+. But yeah, I'm glad that we chose the party we chose, with Shadowheart and Astarion as our primary companions along with Karlach. And I'm quite enjoying their growth and their character arcs, and I think I've said enough now. Let's move on to check in with Dame Aylin. Now that we've destroyed Leroican, does she have anything new to say? Does she comment on it? Maybe Isabel is thankful that we killed the guy who was hunting her lover. Let's find out.
Ah, ally mine. We are reunited once more. I was just regaling sweet Isabel with tales of our prowess.
Very impressive. Thank you for helping, Aylin. That wizard sounded absolutely dastardly.
I hope you can rest easy now, Dame Aelin.
I always do, with darling Isabel by my side. Enjoy the spoils of your victory. Spin memories of Leroican's death in your mind like silk floss. My darling, we must inform our friend of our news.
Indeed. I've scouted a Selûnite enclave outside the city. They faced the Absolute's armies and come out battered and bruised. Aelin and I will go to them, provide what help we can.
But fear not. When the time comes for you to face the foe of foes, Isabel and I will stand by your side.
We wouldn't miss it. Not for anything.
Go well, friend. We will see you soon. And with our great powers combined, this city will be saved.
Okay, so now they take off, I guess, and go find some Selûnite allies to join the fight, the final fight, whenever that occurs. All right, that's fine. Ashes of Balsam. I should take a look around for another fantastic opulent chest, I suppose. Dead Volo, so sad. Mizora. These folks. Take some mugwort. And check this pouch. Nothing. Alright. Got our restroom over there. Some vegetable soup. Looks like that's about it. Alright. So folks, we're gonna go ahead and take our rest now. Where is Shadowheart sleeping? She's sleeping over here? Let's see if we can hop into a bed near hers. No, we can't. Okay, that's too bad. All right, we're gonna go ahead and hit the sack and see what the night brings. And then in the morning, I have quite a lot of work to do. I need to, obviously I need to buff up camp, but I also need to do some equipment and inventory management, and I might do some sales and purchases and such off camera. Just because you guys don't really need to see that. So let's see what happens during the night, and then we may take a break. Alright, the Emperor wants a word, it seems.
They say that home is where a person can be their truest self.
Oh, he's shirtless now?
Without guile, without pretense. You did well to see off the Githyanki who had invaded mine. And now that you have seen where I come from, you know all there is to know about me. At least, all that matters. The flavors of my favorite fiddlehead soup, should you wish to experience it for yourself. My beloved confidant and loyal companion Rascal. The very first reward I gifted myself on completion of my first adventure. The garments with which I concealed and later constructed my appearance as the Emperor. We spoke of my relationship with Duke Berlin Stelmane, a story I have told no one else. I have no more secrets from you. No need to resort to subterfuge. We are true allies now, working towards a common goal.
It's so tricky. It's very tricky here. How much of the adventurer he used to be, assuming that's even the truth, remains inside? There's a part of me that thinks this is true. You do a great impression of a human, but you're not fooling me, right? I don't know how Tava feels about it. I think she's conflicted. On the one hand, Withers has said that Mind Flayers don't have souls, right? And that could mean that everything that the Emperor is telling us is a sociopathic construct, right? Something designed to engender sympathy and empathy and pathos. Something calculated as opposed to something genuine. Everything he's telling us could be the truth, And he could still be presenting it in a light and with a timing and with an intention that's meant to convince us to trust him right up until the last moment when, I don't know, he seizes control of the crown, takes control of the Elder Brain and becomes a god or something like that. We're just not sure. There's no real way to know. But I think I'm going to continue with what she's been doing up till now. We're going to put off making the decision until the last moment. We'll wait and see if he betrays us at some point. And for now, we'll hold our cards close at hand. We'll avoid provoking him or revealing our doubts. So, she has to play this pretty carefully. I think number 2 here. You led an exciting life. Why did you conceal it from me?
By necessity, not design. But I'm glad you appreciate the richness of my experience. Yours has been no less exciting, but even with all your experience, it has not been easy. The only way we were ever going to get close enough to the brain to destroy it was by working together. But few would trust a mind flayer. So I did what I had to convince you. I studied you, your motivations, your actions, your desires. I deduced the best way to align your goals with my own.
And what did you learn?
That you are complex and full of contradictions. It was no easy task, but I had to persist. I needed your absolute dedication to the cause. I anticipated the challenge, and I anticipated your resistance. What I didn't anticipate was how reasonable you would be. You don't like to be coddled, cajoled. But you responded well to logic, to rational arguments, to cold, hard facts. You saw straight to the core of what really mattered.
I enjoyed our conversations.
As did I. Sometimes, I felt almost like we were dancing our way towards something deeper.
We have to be delicate here. We need to preserve the alliance if it's genuine and avoid tipping him off if it's not. I think he is. The fact that we went half Illithid has made us a potential romance option for him, or it might be one more way to bind us to his cause, to manipulate us into trusting him fully and without reservation. I think a little bit of humor is called for. You're trying to flirt with me now?
Would you like that?
If he knows this as well as he's supposed to know us, he should know about our feelings for Shadowheart. I think we have to be firm here. We want to discourage this, but not offend him, right? If possible. I'd rather we stick to business.
Good instinct. The Elder Brain's hive mind has grown to monstrous proportions. And through the Crown's magic, it has complete control over each and every member. It was intelligent before, but now, with its hive mind established across the city, it is well on its way to becoming indestructible. We must stop it while we still can, before we too become its slaves.
As you drift into sleep, you feel a certain disappointment. The Mind Flayer was very quick to abandon its attentions on you.
Yeah, it was very quick. And that actually, to me, is a hint. If he had genuine emotions, if he was coming on to us for real, I feel like he should have had a little bit more disappointment, right? But he turned on a dime and immediately complimented us on our good instincts, and then abandoned that approach to resume his previous campaign of logic and reason. I think that's a clue. I think that's a little bit of insight into what might really be going on there. I think he might still be, despite all that he's theoretically done for us, I think he's still trying to manipulate us, and he'll do whatever it takes. He'll pursue whatever path we suggest we want him to. So, oddly enough, the speed with which he moved off of the flirtation attempt really puts me on my guard against him. It makes me feel like he's portraying a character for us, one that we can trust and ally with. And the calculated nature of it, the cynicism that I felt behind that move, makes me trust him less. Really interesting. Really interesting stuff there. All right. So the Emperor may be our ally right up until the moment that he's not. I think we're even more wary of him now. Man, this game is so good. So well written. So good. I don't know, you know? I have avoided any spoilers. I don't look up, you know, should I trust the Emperor? Reddit? I don't look at any of that stuff. So it's all about what the game is giving me and what I make of it. And that interaction, very, very interesting to me. Makes me think we're just a tool to him, and puts me on my guard. Really interesting stuff. All right, guys. I'm going to take a quick break here. Off camera, I'm going to do all my, you know, buffing and inventory management and all that nonsense. We'll be back in a second to proceed out and see, first and foremost, what does today's Baldur's Mouth Gazette have to say? I'm very interested. So we'll see you in a sec. Welcome back, folks. It has been a couple of hours that I've spent working through a lot of stuff that I've put off for a long time. Mostly in inventory management and equipment management and things like that. We've got a couple new things going on. Everybody has Hero's Feast. So, all party members are immune to disease, poisons, and being frightened. They make wisdom saving throws with advantage, and their maximum hit points are increased by 12. We've also used a level 6 slot to cast Aid, so everybody has an additional 25 hit points on top of that. So basically, everybody's got an extra 37 hit points, plus the benefits of Hero's Feast. I used the new staff as well as the amulet to get those spell slots for free. So Shadowheart still has all her slots. I also respect Astarion and Karlach. Mostly Astarion to fix some of his ability scores and to slightly tweak the spells he has available. And then for Karlach, we dumped Dexterity because she's wearing the Bracers of Dexterity to get an extra point or two into her Constitution. You can see her max HP is right now 152 plus the 22 temporary hit points. And I changed one of her passives. We now have Aspect of the Elk Aura, which gives nearby allies an additional 1.5 meters of bonus to their movement speed. We've also kind of tweaked out everybody's inventories, so there's much less crap floating around. Astarion actually has the most in terms of scrolls, arrows, and throwables for the mage hand. Shadowheart has some stuff as well, and Karlach has next to nothing. We've distributed around our healing potions so everyone has a good share of those. And we're ready to go. There is one more thing I want to do before we head out, though. For my level 6 spell slot today, I've decided I'm going to try the Planar Ally. So we have 3 options. We can summon a Cambion, a Diva, or a Djinn. For today, we're going to try out the Cambion. This creature can cast Fiendish Charm. Charms a humanoid to prevent it from attacking you. You gain advantage on charisma checks and dialogue. You can only charm a humanoid once per day with this action. And then has the Draining Kiss. Lay a deadly kiss upon a foe charmed by your Fiendish Charm. Deals 5d10 plus 5 psychic damage. So this combo only works on a humanoid and takes 2 actions. However, they also get this Rays of Fire level 2 evocation spell. I don't know how many times they can do this, but 3 Rays of Fire, each dealing 3d6, seems pretty strong. And presumably they can also make attacks and have some hit points and stuff. So we're going to summon this planar ally. It lasts until a long rest. And we'll see, we'll have this Cambion wandering around with us for the rest of the day. Okay. Has 82 hit points. And then actions, it has main hand attack, 1d10 plus 4 slashing. And then it has this Rays of Fire. I don't know how many times it can cast this. Maybe once? I'm not sure. And then this weird combo of the Fiendish Charm and the Draining Kiss. Plus it has a rush attack. We'll have to try it out during the day. We'll see how well this thing goes. If it can cast this like over and over, it doesn't seem to cast a spell slot. That's kind of amazing. Doesn't have a name. So it's just a level 10 fiend that she summoned here. Has resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing, as well as fire, lightning, cold, and poison. Very nice. Does have opportunity attack. Can't be disarmed. Very nice. And I don't know whether it makes checks on our behalf, but like an extra Arcana check, an extra Perception check could be helpful. Anyway, it's time now to head out for the day.
What to do?
So let's do that. All right, here we are at the Elf Song.
He's a bit of all right.
Or rather, the Forge of the Nine. I think I entered from here, so that's fine. First thing I want to do is find myself a kid selling a kid selling the Baldur's Mouth Gazette. I want to find out what happened with our plan to change the negative propaganda to positive. So I think there's a hawker down here somewhere at the central square. We can buy that and then maybe make our way over there to confront the editor and see what he has to say about our actions. Maybe he straight up attacks us? Not sure. But let's make our way over to this kid who should be selling today's edition.
Hello again, Squire. Fancy a copy of today's edition?
Why not?
Have a gander at that. Come back tomorrow if you fancy fresh news.
Okay, issue 87. Let's see. Is this the most recent one? No, we've seen this. We've seen this copy before. We're looking for issue 88. All right. Well, let's head over then. Let's head over to... Where is it? The Baldur's Mouth. It's due east of us. All right. Let's head over to the Baldur's Mouth and see if we can find today's edition. Or whether the change we made to the printer actually had the effect we hoped. Maybe it takes longer to, like, activate? We did take a long rest.
Effort just to lie to us.
It's obvious.
You! The god's damn disease of the gate.
Oh, who is this?
Lady Mazora told me everything. How you and the Blade of Frontiers slaughtered his own father. How he craves ultimate power. How he means to make the city bow to him and him alone. First I finish you, then I finish the Duke's traitorous son!
Okay. Hold on. I don't know how you know Mizora, but Ravengard could still be alive. And we... Oh, wait a minute. A relevant thread of knowledge pokes at your mind. All right, let's use history here. Well, this is a pretty low roll for us. I don't know who this is, but I think we can do this without, like, stepping out of the dialogue or provoking an attack. Let's see if we can make this DC 15 history check. No, we cannot. Okay. I'm not sure I want to spend an... Yeah, we only have one inspiration.
Thoughts come up short.
All right. We can, however, detect her thoughts. We can add a bonus from guidance here from Shadowheart. And a 10 is much more reasonable. Let's see how we do. Nice.
The Blade of Frontiers, nothing but a cold-blooded killer. I will make him and his allies pay for his father's death.
Okay. So we can use the insight we gained from detecting her thoughts to let her know he's still the man you thought he was. I don't know how she met Mizora. Or we could persuade her that Ravengard could still be alive and we intend to save him. I think this is actually... I mean, we did probe her thoughts, but I think this is... Well, I don't know. We have huge persuasion chance. Let's try this. We definitely intend to save him, and he could still be alive. Nice.
Stand down. I believe you. The Battle Lord help me. What darkness has fallen upon us? Listen, there's something Will should know. On his way from Elturel, Ravengard sent a messenger with word of the cult. He knew about the Absolute. I thought little of it at first, but he realized the danger before anyone else did. He understood that if the cult was successful in raising an army, Baldur's Gate would be doomed. And he knew that to protect the city, one trained in the ways of the great champions would have to rouse the worm living beneath. If I'm not mistaken, that would be Will.
Do you mean there's a dragon living under the city?
A bronze dragon, to be precise, sleeping beneath us. The worm goes by many names. Ansor, the Waiting Storm, the Heart of the Gate. He made Balduran a binding promise to protect the city when its need was greatest. The city's survived countless threats, but Ravengard knew its walls would fall to the cult. With him gone, and the city near ruin, your call is to unleash the Heart of the Gate. Take this. The legend of Ansor. The bards call it a tall tale, but every last word is true. Follow its path to the worm, or do not, and let the coast be drowned in blood.
Well, we can use every ally we can get, especially against the army, so your faith in us is well-founded. We will seek the worm and ask for his help.
I was right to lay down my arms. Fohammer be praised. I should go, gather allies. We'll join you in your hour of need. Free the worm, and may his thunderous wind drive the Absolute from the coast.
Okay. We met some sort of local patriot fanatic who thought she knew what was happening. I don't know how she met Mizora or what lies Mizora told her or why. Maybe just because it's entertaining. But we have a new quest to go find this worm that I had no idea existed beneath Baldur's Gate and plead for its help. Let's check out this volume she gave us. Where is it? The Legend of Ansur. Baldur's Gate, great Balduran's birth. O Balduran, founder due veneration, his guardian dragon Ansur, tremendous in worth. A savior below, our eternal elation. To worm way neath prison's deepest level, to be found not by a soul nor devil. Note, entrance in Worm's Rock prison, you are. With a lightning shock, a true hero's spark flickers. The torch is alight, and Worm's eyes shall awake a glitter. Note, something about sparks and torches. Use lightning skills? You are. Is this older Ravengard? Yeah, this is notes from his father. Its trials no common adventurer may exceed, when each day sends forth new ones to their fates. But one great hero, by the founder's will decreed, shall only once grant our age the heart of the gate. Note, only a great hero can pass the trials and awaken Ansur. You are. Founder's will, by the way. This may be a case where I need to bring Will with me.
But what's this of a true hero's spark?
Okay, so now we've been to the prison in Worm's Rock, but we did not find a secret entrance. It may be that we need to do something with lightning magic.
You should start your own opinion column.
I'm not sure. I think we'll have to go back with Will, which might mean trading someone out.
You really are.
I'm not sure who that would be.
For a moment.
Maybe Karlach?
Me as a person.
Maybe Shadowheart? I think we need Astarian's disarm and lockpicking skills. And Astarian's such a beast. I hate to leave Shadowheart at home. Plus, I'm not sure if leaving the party would take off our buffs. I think we might lose Hero's Feast and Aid if we kick her out. So this might be a rare occasion where we leave Karlach at home. Either that, or maybe we leave Astarian and hope we don't need too many lockpicking and trap disarm abilities. I might have to respec Will as well, and I might have to spend some time getting him decked out with gear, because right now he's got like one thing. All right, a new thing to think about. We're near the end of the episode here. I do want to see what happened with the Baldur's Mouth Gazette. I want to see if our new... what is this?
Broken steel watcher. A tag wired to it reads, "Unit defective. Return to the Steel Watch Foundry at the West Docks."
The West Docks. Okay. That's definitely something I'm interested in. I hope nobody minds that this obvious fiend is following us around, but I guess they don't have much to... They won't really... Most people won't be able to say much. Oh, what happened here?
You really are that interesting.
Do you know how hard it was to get those cabbages into the city? Nigh on impossible.
Isn't this a reference to Dragon Age? Isn't there a recurring character in the Dragon Age games, like a cabbage seller, who constantly gets his cart knocked over? I feel like it is. Where am I? Why am I not where I think? Oh, I'm at the entrance to Sorceress Sundries. I need to go back up and around here to the entrance to... Yeah, here we go. This is the entrance. All right. I've got to see, before we end the episode, what happened with the Baldur's Mouth Gazette.
Find any fear-mongering here. You're an honor.
Who's got the newest edition? Zeta?
Between you and me, I don't even read them. Quality of reporting is ours these days.
Okay. Loose newspapers. No, we don't want that. Do we have to maybe go inside? I'm not sure. Where can I find the newest edition? We can try to go inside, see whether we get kicked out or not.
Standard procedure.
This ain't the worst posting, I suppose.
Yeah, we've heard that before. Falale?
160.
Okay, she's counting again. Are we even going to be allowed inside? We're in. Okay. Can I see? I really want to find a copy. Oh, what is this? How did I never notice this before? This lever, if we touch it, would apparently lower this gate and allow us to get over here and then out to here. I guess we could also just jump up there, maybe. Security first. There's a guard here. I guess we just go talk to the editor again. As long as he doesn't kick us out. Let's talk to Edvard. I don't know how you did it. Is that what he's gonna say?
Ha! Caught you! Bet you thought you were so clever sneaking back in. Guards!
Okay. So the guards take us back outside. Well, then I don't know what happened with that quest. I really wanted to read it. Is it completed here? I don't know. There's a billion quests in here. Hunt the devil. Baldur's Mouth. Where is it? Is it still active? Baldur's Gate. Stop the presses. We swapped out the negative headline with a different one we found in the Baldur's Mouth building. Tomorrow's paper should no longer damage our reputation. Yeah, I don't know how we find it then. I don't know how we check it. Maybe I just have to do another long rest? Alright, well, that's disappointing. I sort of thought we would definitely after one long rest, be able to see the results of that. This guy's an idiot too. Like, I don't know. He just kicked us out, but so we can't go back in. But that had happened yesterday as well, so it seems like on a new day we can go back in again. I don't know. I guess we just wait and hope we can see the new edition at some point. What do we have here? Sanitation notice, wrong to the puzzle editor. And Stelmane murder tip. I was in the Elf Song. Meet me tonight on the Elf Song Terrace. I'll be the one with the purple feather in her cap.
We should have a still watching everybody.
This actually might be worth taking. Well, I can't steal it.
I'm glad you asked.
That might be worth following up on. Anyway, okay, so we're gonna go back to exploring the town. Looks like, yeah, we head back down the south side now, around this way, and see what we find. We've been in all of these buildings. We've been up to the wall and the palace. We're not going to cross over into the upper city just yet. So when we come back next time, we'll head over probably... Yeah, where can we actually get? Yeah, we can see the edge of the map here. So the next place we can head to is maybe inside this building and down to this corner and see what's in here. I don't know if we've been in here. And then down into this building, east of Sorceress Sundries. And we'll continue exploring. So, bit of an anticlimax to the episode here. Apologies for that. We did find out about this dragon, so that's new. And a little bit of a disappointing anticlimax with the Baldur's Gazette here, the Baldur's Mouth Gazette. But we've got a lot more game to play, a lot more city to explore, a lot more quests to complete, and a lot more fights to fight. So, we'll see you next time, hopefully. And thanks for watching. Take care, guys. Bye.